Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza, and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Wednesday, April 17th. Greetings from New York. Let's take a look at that NASDAQ market, and what do we see here? Well, as I mentioned to you yesterday, across the board in these markets, I was really not looking for dramatic moves down for most of these markets. A sideways move, just slightly higher for some of these, some of them a little bit lower. But I think the behavior we're seeing makes sense. We had some fundamental news that came out that the market liked. Yesterday's action is a market feeding upon itself. And that's why I was not super bearish coming into today's session. So what are we looking for? In yesterday's session, I should say. So what are we looking for today? Today we are looking for an unchanged type day. We had little volatility yesterday. We still have fundamentals coming out. We have earnings reports coming out. This market is in a position for a rally, not for a dramatic move to the downside. Now, the euro did get stronger. The US dollar did get weaker. The size of the move compared to these shadows that we see here, I think, is reasonable. Nothing terrific, but it's reasonable. We moved, a big figure and a half, or I should say a penny and a half. And that's a significant move. We're looking for a rest day in these currencies, not a dramatic day. In the interest rates, they also sold off. That makes sense to me. I think, again, the capital flows that we're seeing between these complexes are on target. Looking for an unchanged type day there. If we look at metals, gold, here we found some buyers coming back in. Logical type move. I'm looking for unchanged to higher in that market. Crude oil also backed off. Now, it goes back to some of the other relationships that we're seeing out there fundamentally, but I think this also makes sense. I'm not looking for a dramatic move to the upside, however, in that market. And when it comes to the agricultural markets, I think this, again, makes sense. We were looking for an unchanged type day. Well, here we found a little bit more buying coming in here, that a little more enthusiasm than we expected, but I still think that makes sense. Looking for unchanged to higher, but not a dramatic day, also in beans. Well, that concludes today's market studies. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to being with you again, and in the meantime, take care.